Hey, peace, world. Thanks for pressing playing another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. And if you like the way that any of the information is being broken down, presented, reviewed, analyzed, previewed, recapped, so on and so forth, do me a favor. Just takes a second. But hit that like button for me. Maybe, leave a comment, share the video. If you have any friends or people in your circle that dig the same type of stuff. Quick rest in peace to 43-year-old Chadwick Boseman, who passed away yesterday. It was announced, receiving a lot of love across the country, across the world, I would imagine. Black Panther airs tonight with no commercials. I think that's really dope. That'll be on ABC probably in the next hour or two starting. Um, the NBA shows some love. Top Rank on ESPN shows some love. He was a huge boxing fan and a friend of the sport. So, you know, salute to Chadwick on just a job well done and everything that I saw him do. Moving on to some music, man. I know I had a couple of dislikes on my Nas review, King's Disease, and I stand by whatever I said, whatever my takes were. I've lived with the album a little bit more. Had some text messages, about how some people liked the album more than they originally thought and whatnot. And I'll be honest, To the Wars One has been on replay a lot the last couple of days. I think that's the joint with Lil Durk, phenomenal record. I told you I love 10 Points, and really just speaking on it, I think it's a dope project. I still, and I can get into it here, we're talking about this Pray for the Evil 2 project with Mephux doing the production. Um, I would have liked to, and as a longtime Nas fan, I would have liked to have heard One Approach. But I think Hit Boy was able to do, I thought he did his job. I thought he over delivered. Interestingly, Hit Boy has a project coming out with Benny the Butcher that he handled all of the production for an album with Benny the Butcher. So it's interesting to see Hit Boy showing some range, getting over to some other types of artists away from people that do a whole lot of charting and radio and whatnot. And it'll be interesting to see what comes what comes out of working with Benny. So, like I said, I don't think I was way off. Shout out to the people out there who thought it was a classic or a masterpiece. First listen, second listen. Um, Great. If you're happy, I am happy. I'm ecstatic if you're happy. I just wanted people to like the project, and for Nas to be triumphant. So it sounds like he won. Anyway, moving on to this Pray for the Evil 2. It's crazy because I feel like it was just last week when Trust and Loyalty 2 came out, the 38 Special produced album from Flea Lord. A lot of joints on there that I liked. Five on Us, Two Picks on the Ground, Weird Times, Still Trapped, being a couple. There was another one, I can't think of the name of it. But that was a solid project. But I have to admit, man, the first time listening through to this Pray for the Evil 2, I was impressed. And that's when you're talking about a Nas, I've been listening to Nas since April of '94. It's going to be extremely difficult for Nas to do something that I haven't heard him do, and something that's going to have me completely over the moon, just because of that familiarity and how difficult it is, to reinvent yourself as an artist and whatnot. So it's easy for something like Pray for the it's easier for something like Pray for the Evil 2 for me to hear it, and it's it blew my mind. A very solid project by Flea Lord. Now, I don't know about a classic, so on and so forth. If I had to give anything out of a rating, I don't know, man, 4.25, maybe even 4.5. Again, I don't know if there are any verses or hip hop quotables or verses of the months on here, or any ridiculous verses. But overall, man, I feel like most of Flea's verses on here are very well performed, very entertaining album. And just what stands out here, man, is the sound of the album, the production from Mephux. I loved it. All the piano samples, all the soul samples, the choruses with the harmony and the doo wop stuff. I just loved it. The types of percussion that was used, the drum sounds and whatnot that he chose. I just feel like Mephux really handled the production and the sound of the album phenomenally, and gave us a chance to hear Flea showing a lot of range on several songs. So very strong album for me. I like the features that he had on here, the features that he selected, and just a dope record, man. It's 14, one or two joints over kind of that sweet spot of, I don't know, man, 11 to 13 songs. Probably closer to 11 seems to be really working for me. But I checked this out while I was getting my bike ride in, so I've listened to it about 3 or 4 times in isolation, and really just tapped into it. And I think it's dope, man. I like the way that the album opens up with the intro and the scratches, you know. And that's one thing where I take nothing away from Flea lyrically, pretty much, but his appreciation and the fact that he's committed to rolling out these albums in the cadence that he's doing it, the fact that he acknowledges the production and the producers, and acknowledges the details of the production. You know, he talks about the drums. I've heard him mention the horn. Like, he seems to get everything that a producer will want an artist to hear and want listeners to hear and respect. So I love that he's doing that actually in the verse, and that's part of his rhymes. Like, a lot of dudes don't even acknowledge music anymore. So I think that's really impressive to me. But I like to pray for it. I like the intro joint. A real easy verse from Flea. Not that it's simple, or he performs it easily. He kind of changes up his energy here and there on this project. I thought that was good. Sometimes he has the rougher voice with a lot more pain and struggle and hustle in it, and the streets in it. And then sometimes on here, man, he was just rapping. Like on this one, I felt like he was just using like more of his normal voice. Cook Up, featuring Evidence. I love the horns on this joint. Another very solid album. I mean, a solid record. Got Apollo in here hollering at me. Back up, bro. Come on, dude. You all doing your thing. Let me get your ball over here. But yeah, I like Cook Up a lot. Good follow up song coming into the first real record on the album. Ice Water featuring Rock Marciano. Phenomenal verse from Rock. Really entertaining performance by Flea Lord on this one. Strings and horns. It's something in here in the background, man, that kind of reminds me of the Exhibit joint from back in the day. God, something bless the child that can have his own. What you see is what you get now. It's kind of a feel like that. I'm gonna go check it out to see if by chance that's the same sample. But Mephux reworked the hell out of it if it's the same thing. I got this one as like a 5-star record on here. Really nicely done. Ice Water. The next joint, track 4, R&B Lords featuring West Side Gun. I love this record, man. It's just different. It's at the right tempo for West Side Gun, and he's doing his signature stuff. And then, like I said, we get to hear Flea Lord in a little bit of a different energy and voice on here. It's this soulful ballad behind it, hence the name R&B Lords. I love this record, man. It just breaks up the album, and I really like that record. Track 5, Drifty Delgado. This is like when the album starts really getting serious for me. I love this track too. I got this beat down. This is the production itself at like 4.5 stars. He got a bar in there talking about I should be a hand model the way I work with the key or handle a key or something. It's only one verse on this one. And this, I love his selections on when he just did the one verse, when he gave two verses, and then like I said, the features are phenomenal. So, but Drifty Delgado, that's another dope record. Uh, I remember back featuring Trader Truth. I was listening to this and, like I said, riding. I didn't know who the hell this was. I knew it wasn't anybody from New York. Not the biggest fan of Trader Truth, but I liked the collaboration. I thought Trader Truth knocked it out handling the chorus. In the Ghetto We Mechanics, the way we play with tools, another soul sample with a chorus, nice piano work in there. I like this record. It worked. It worked. And then with who Flea has been, to bring in dudes from other regions, get the album another vibe, and build those relationships, and maybe get in front of different audiences and whatnot. I thought it was a win. 7, Cigar and Remy Tunes. Love this joint. Love this record. Real one solid verse. Very solid verse from Flea. Again, I got this one at like 4. Could easily be 4.5 stars on the production alone. But a dope record, man. Cigar and Remy Tunes. Real adult, type vibe to it. Grown up sound. And more mature thinking. And a focused businessman. I like what he did on there. The next joint, Get Off the Train featuring Ito. I love this line in here where Ito said that's a closed casket for the open-minded. But Ito, nice verse from him, man. Ito has a great voice for what he does. I thought this was a really strong verse for him. Nice vibe between the two spitters. Another dope record, another entertaining record. Number 9, I like where this song is placed again, breaking up the album a little bit. Plum Philosophy with Keisha Plum. Again, piano, little juke joint feel, speak easy type vibe, and Keisha Plum does what she does. Moving to the next track, track 10. This is when I got like 4.5 and 5s for the next 4 or 5 songs. This, like I said, the album is really cooking right now. Track 10 is Offer Me a Salary. Another dope piano sample or whatever. Only one verse on this one. He's talking some business here and excelling, and pulling off what he's doing with this one album per month and everything that he's been doing. Again, the People's Champ was a few weeks ago, featuring only production from Pete Rock. So I like this joint, man. Offer Me a Salary. I think he got a little bounce, a little double time with the, like I said, I never heard him really rap like that. So I think this was a very good look. Offer Me a Salary. Love that record. Take Care of Your Shooters, another major highlight for the album. Says something, you live a wild life, but that's on your computer or your phone with the little ad-libs in the back. Another ill piano. Like I said, man, that's what brings this whole album together and separates it from the People's Champ, from Trust and Loyalty 2 or whatever it was. Loyalty and Trust 2, I'm sorry. This makes this sound like it's only one of 2 albums for the year versus, coming out every month. Take Care of Your Shooters. Track 12, Gun Line. 38 Special comes in and just kills it, man. Something about Dr. Sebi, back when I was moving Reggie, Susan and Betty, was driving something, contributions that fed me. And he come back with this hospitalizations, doctors and patients. Something I was quiet when I got to the station. Specials verses are very just adventurous. Just very adventurous. But I love the record. It's crazy to go through a whole 10 or 9 or 10 joints with Spesh doing all the production and never get Spesh to spit on anything. For the Trust, the Loyalty and Trust albums. But here it is, Spesh pops up and puts in really, really great work. I really liked his verse. I'm not, and then like I love the percussion on this album. Just like another soul sample, some OJ's or something, sounds of Philadelphia, whatever. And then there's like some bongos for the drums. Just very well produced tracks from Mephux. I'm a fan. That's 1213. Man, I'm selling all this cocaine. Please don't call the policia. I love this joint. Just very entertaining. Yeah, it's about the game and hustling and all of that, and whatever. But another dope record, man. I really like it. He's got the flow sped up a little bit with the double time style, some bounce or trap or whatever you call that stuff. I love that record, man. I've had that one on replay. Don't call the policia. And then track 14, the outro. Pray for the Evil 2, the outro. Another soulful sample, some doo-wop or whatever is going on. I like the little drums. It's just an outro. I don't even know if it's 16 bars on there. Sound like 8 or something. I don't know, 10. But just salutes himself and Mephux for a great collaboration, a great project, and just reiterate, what he's trying to do, dominating the calendar, and carving out his own little lane in the game. And like I said, man, I salute Flea for a dope project, man. Everything doesn't have. It doesn't have to be Tana Talk 3 as deep as that, and as deep and as thorough as that is, or even not the Lulu album, but it doesn't have to be. Every artist is gonna win a different way with a different formula, and this is just a project for him, man, that really stands out and shows that he can make a dope record and be an artist to look for and to support. And a lot of stuff on here he could perform. This is I just like the project, man. The album cover is dope. Kind of very close to the Loyalty and Trust 2 album cover and whatnot, man. But like I said, phenomenal job from Mephux crafting the sound, dope selections on the features, and then I like a lot of the he showed a lot of range, man. He raps about some different things or some things in different ways. So I really like it, man. He delivered. Hey, my name is Wood. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace. Until next time. I'm selling all this cocaine. Please don't call the policia. Peace.